Welcome to another night of Monday Madness. I'm here with Rojo Cinco, Jose Dueling, Little Movie Perp, and Domtober. What's going on, guys?
Those intros are getting longer and longer.
I know, right?
Well, that's shorter. What are you talking about? The last one was like 3 minutes.
I like when they're long. I can get up and go get water and do all kinds of things.
You got any guys want to show anything you picked up before we start the show?
I got
a couple
absolutely zippy this weekend.
There you go. What you pick
I went to Deltona Comic Con or Comic Convention. Yes. Picked up a couple things. Let's see, I got a X-Men Adventures #1.
Oh, nice.
Nice clean copy. I got a X-Men 274 Jim Lee Savage Rogue cover.
I love Savage Rogue.
Yep. Devil Dinosaur #1.
Nice Kirby.
Yeah, $25, which is
Boy,
usually
I like that.
pretty good for. Got the Miles Morales, the first full of Starling. Miles Morales
Nice.
6.
His
Picked up,
daughter or granddaughter, was it?
yeah, picked up this Uncanny
I
X
love
Force
that cover.
#1. This is the 150 J. Scott Campbell incentive.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So I got another. I actually have a 9.8 of this already, so I'm gonna try to get another 9.8. And then I didn't pay $165 for this, but I did pick this up. I've been looking for this for a long time. This is a super hard to find Marvel border cover.
Do you collect the? Are you trying to complete the set?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying
wow.
to. I have the Heathcliff. I mean, I have most of them. There's
You have the Hodak?
I think
You have the He-Man Master Universe with Hodak?
No,
no, I don't have He-Man. I don't have Muppet Babies. I have Heathcliff. Heathcliff is the other rare one that I have. And then I got this Nathan Zerdy Cammy cover.
Nice.
Yeah. And then last but not least, I picked this up.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Hip hop
hip-hop cover.
cover. Yeah, this is the DMX homage X23.
Yep.
9.8.
Nice cover.
Yep. That's it.
And a good book.
Yeah.
See, you're gearing up for the new Alien movie with your hat there, Red.
Oh yeah. Yep. My Wayland Yutani hat.
I went and digged in a LCS this weekend. Well, Nottingham, #1.
Nice. That's a good book. Is that the first print?
Yeah.
Because they had like 10 prints of that book.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got my run out for that.
Batman 96, the design variant of Clown Hunter.
Nice.
Nottingham. What issue is this? I don't remember what. It was an exclusive.
Oh, the
I like that
Castlevania.
cover.
Yeah.
Back in the days of the Castlevania homage fad.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is I believe this was a 1 in 25. Superman, Son of Kal-El, 18. Zerdy, Lois Lane.
Nathan Zerdy.
That's good. That's a good Lois cover.
Was it facsimile? Facsimile. The Virgin facsimile. of Ultimate-
Oh, yeah, that's
Fallout.
the
Ultimate Fallout
World.
4.
Yeah.
Yep. Rogue One.
Rogue Sun.
Rogue Sun. Rogue One.
Nice.
It's the Rocketeer homage cover, limited to 300.
Rogue Sun has some banger covers. I hate to use the word banger, but they do have some banger covers.
All the
Harley Quinn.
Masters does.
Another Zerdy. Harley Quinn, 25 or 35 or 23.
Ah, yeah, that's when I still was enjoying the tattoo covers.
Yep.
Is he still doing those? The tattoo covers?
Yeah, they just put
yeah,
out
he
the
just-
1 in 25 Birds of Prey last week.
Oh.
All right, let's get to the show.
That can't be all of them.
That's it.
Wow.
You're selective today.
Very
for
selective.
shopping.
I got
I
guess, a couple of things, but nothing. Stuff I had just
oh, okay.
sitting around.
Just juggling.
My
the
wife
pictures.
said-
Well, there's a company called Four Color Creations, and they make some really good wood.
Oh, they do make great stuff. There you go.
Ah,
Nice.
cool.
Star Wars #1,
Holy shit.
and then
That looks amazing.
first Boba Fett.
Are those wood?
They would.
Do you
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
Full Color Creations? Yeah, they do the full
Go
wood
on their
cutting.
website.
Oh.
Laser cut.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord!
They make anything. If it's not on the website, you can ask them, and they actually would make it. They actually.
Yeah.
It's funny with this
great.
one. They didn't have this, and I asked him if he could do one, and he did it for me. So
Damn,
Yeah,
What?
any book,
Pretty cool.
any
that is
any book.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, any book that you
Now-
want.
now I
If
wanna
you
do
That is
reach
so
out to
Batgirl.
cool.
him-
Wait, any
yeah.
book, not just comics?
they could do magazine covers.
I'm
they
guessing he would
they
probably do
old
something else,
horror
but
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, if I want to do like a Fear
magazine.
Street,
Whatever they could do, I don't know. I
You could.
also think he could do
I love
covers
those Fear
to
Street
like
covers.
VHS tapes. I think he does that too. I think.
Oh man,
not sure.
based.
Oh god, I gotta tell Max.
That's cool.
I wonder what would happen if you send that to CGC.
That's a good plug too for that company.
I want wood boobies,
I also
Joe.
got this
With
cool little
boobies.
poster.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
It's full of credits.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
There you go. Back in-
Fistful of credits. Ah,
It's like a
It's a pun.
Clint Eastwood movies, and I do have one little package that I just got today.
uh-oh. Of course, this one's not open.
Came from Hasbro. So
Oh, G.I. Joe?
what happened?
Is G.I. Joe?
Nah, it's Black Series. It's the Mandalorian Fleet Commander.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Yes, he's
I like
still
the
buying
Mandalorian
toys,
thing.
ladies and gentlemen.
that's about it. That's all I have.
All right.
If you're not buying toys, you're doing it wrong.
True.
Says the man who's got like 7 toys behind him.
All right.
Hey, that's the ideal number of Justice League members, buddy. 7. All right, let's get this show on the road. Weekend box office numbers. Wonka's number 1, 14.4 million.
Oh my God, Wonka can't stop.
It doesn't stop.
Take the
Night,
candy away from that man.
Yeah.
Night Swim, 12 million. Aquaman, 10 million. Migration, 10.2. Anyone But You, 9.5, which is a 9% or 10% increase from last week. Wonka currently stands at about 467 million. And Aquaman has 334 million. They have upped the projection from 300 million, I guess, to 450 to 500 million worldwide.
Well,
Wow.
Walken's doing good because of the actor. What's his name? Charlemagne. What's his name?
Tim
Chalamet.
Chan.
Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the guys. Yeah.
Tim Taylor.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Making fun of myself here. We
I
do
think
self-implicating jokes. Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's keeping Anyone But You alive.
That's it.
Yep, she's keeping it afloat.
Does she
Yes.
show?
We have higher expectations for Madam Web since she's in it now. She's the
Yes.
name.
Hey, Mama.
Would that make that movie bank
I-
a little harder?
I
don't know,
thought she was really the main draw for that movie.
We'll see.
Well, Dakota Johnson's good. I mean, not,
Yeah,
not from
I
the trailer.
like Dakota Johnson, but
Yeah. The
She has
trailer voiceovers was very brutal.
I still think that movie's gonna bomb because the story is not that good. It's
don't know,
great to
man.
look at, but
Could be the
It might be
sleeper
good.
hit.
Yeah.
no, the whole thing is that Spider-Man's not in it, and it's just no one really knows Madam Web. Only us old dudes know Madam Web.
Mama Bear. I refuse
Yeah.
to accept that as Madam Web.
I don't judge. But there's a lot of movies that people go see that they don't know the character, just because they just want to go see a movie. It looks interesting, and I think if they market this as sort of that totally killer Blumhouse style, like this is a weird, creepy, like time loop Spider-Man's a slasher type thing, chasing these girls, I think it could be very interesting. I will say that I don't have high hopes, but I think the concept and the idea behind it is interesting, and
Well,
hopefully
if Moreland is
it's
in
capitalized
it,
on.
if he's going after all the spider people to get their totems, then it might be a different story if it's done right. If Moreland's all on this,
Yeah.
it's not.
I think this is Sony taking a chance at something new and fresh in the superhero genre. We've never seen a slasher final girls in superhero movies.
Yeah, and then they all the final girls suit up and then kick the Jason's ass. You know, like
They're
that's
just-
interesting.
They're just running on the gambit on whatever spider properties they have.
Sure, sure, but at least
just
they're
threw
at
'em all in
least
a
that
blender.
includes the weird ones too. So I'm down for that.
Well, that's what they have to do, because if not, they have to
Yeah.
make more anti-hero villain movies.
Yeah,
Like
like Doc
Craven.
Ock is
Mhm.
next. You know it.
And Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom finally releases in Japan this weekend. It hasn't released in Japan,
Wow.
which is
How are the effects in that one?
Which one?
Aquaman.
I love the effects. It's so bright,
You
vibrant,
think
and
it's the best
colorful.
effects of DC of 2023,
a Blue Beetle.
or Shazam too? Shazam had pretty good effects.
I think
Dragon.
Shazam, and I think Aquaman has slightly better effects than Shazam too,
Hmm.
because those unicorns
Flash.
and the dragon was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
There
Flash
were
like the,
is
unicorns in
the city
Aquaman?
destruction, all that stuff, the football field,
Yeah.
all that thing looked
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah, there's
Flash was horrible.
there's a part in Aquaman where they're like, it's like their subway system, but it's like jet streams. It's freaking awesome the way they're flying in and out of it. Really amazing.
Oh, nice.
Anyone
What about
but you. Here's a rated R comedy people are really enjoying, and
It's a
The
romantic
theaters.
comedy piece, so you get the benefit of that.
It looks
Yeah.
very spicy. I got that
Yeah.
trailer and I was like, oh
They
man, you're
show,
putting this trailer in a
boobies, so they
PG-13
get the
movie.
story.
It's a date movie.
Yes.
oh jeez.
AOA.
AOA confirmed one boobies and everything. Next up, writing's underway for the God of War series from Prime Video. Finally,
Animated or live action?
it's live action.
Do they say who's
Yeah.
going to play Kratos?
I don't think they've confirmed who's starring.
Hopefully not Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, leave Dwayne Johnson alone. He's a serious actor now.
He actually wants to be serious.
He's a serious actor who plays Dwayne the Rock Johnson in every movie he's in.
Yes.
He was found in the A24 lobby. He's a serious actor now.
Yes.
Him and Batista want to be serious actors.
Batista,
was-
I think legit is a serious actor. I think that guy has something for sure.
I think
like
he
Batista.
takes acting seriously. I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
he's a
takes it
serious
serious.
actor.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Maybe
The
that's
Rock
what
can
it
do
is.
anything he wants to. You know, he's back at wrestling now, so he can.
Listen, The Rock has had one of the most awesome careers of any wrestling superstar.
He also genuinely seems
Come on.
like a nice man. I've
Yes.
heard stories from people all the time that he really is good to his fans. He talks to you, he pays attention.
Well,
Seems like a really good guy.
if
you know,
talk to
he went-
Tyrese-
But I heard he's
Tyrese-
vicious business wise.
You gotta be.
Oh, I bet.
Good.
Talk to
In that
Tyrese
industry,
and,
should-
and Van Diesel. He'll tell you if he's a nice guy or not.
Listen, they needed The Rock to come back, all right, for that franchise to succeed again.
Well, apparently the Rock
Well-
was supposed to be the last episode. I think with
Yeah, I know he's getting another solo
yeah.
movie.
Fast and Furious 40.
Are they still making Ballers?
hopefully.
Well,
Or did that show end?
Lady Ballers?
No, Ballers, the football movie with the show with
I think that's
with
over.
Rock.
Yeah, I think
Ballers.
that was-
I was
I think
That's
that
a
was finished.
That's finished.
I like The Rock, but he's not Kratos. Maybe Roman Reigns. Yeah, I agree with you, Mama. Let's get some
I don't
Roman
think
Reigns.
Roman Reigns wants to shave his head. I don't
shave
think.
his
Can he
head.
act? What has he acted in?
Wrestling.
WWE wrestling.
Oh,
He actually
Head of the
did
table.
Wrestling.
he needs to start off a little
He was
smaller
in
than
Dobbs. He
God
was
of
in,
War
Rock
as his
in, Statham.
opening
He,
movie.
Yeah.
He helped the Rock out.
He needs to do something like the Marine,
Oh my god, that was
Like
Oh,
John
God.
Cena.
like the 8th one. Do the 8th Marine.
Oh.
Marine.
John Cena.
Can we
Universal
get another?
Soldier.
We'll work our way up.
Can we get another Miz?
I'm sure there'll be another
No.
sequel to the Sniper
The
Sniper series.
the
soon.
snipers aren't bad now. They started to become comedies, and it was like, all right, I'm down now.
I want to see a wrestler play a wrestler in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's his name is getting?
There wasn't a single one. They couldn't get a good guy to play a Ric Flair in the Iron Claw movie.
I
That was
know.
hilarious.
I heard about that.
I think
Yeah.
was this
That's
what's
it.
his freak? Percy Jackson. Edge's Aries in it. Is this that first? Is that his first acting gig?
Who, Edge?
Edge?
No.
Yeah.
Edge was in Highlander. Edge also was on.
He was in Haven.
Haven, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
My
Edge
brother hung
is
out-
Aries. I thought you said he's edging Aries, and I was like, what the fuck?
No,
My
what?
brother hung out with.
That's my line. What are you doing? What the hell? I'm rubbing
That's a
off on you?
different show.
Years back, my brother hung out with Edge. Nice guy.
Who
Yeah,
said
doesn't
that?
he have like
Jackson
really bad
series
neck
on,
problems?
On,
or-
Netflix, on Disney Plus is really good.
Yeah, he got hurt a
That's what they're
lot.
saying.
I didn't watch last week's episode, but it's been really good so far.
Yeah,
Hulk
it's
Hogan, No Holds
continued to be
Barred.
good.
Remember that movie? When the Undertaker had the voice, the squeaky voice. The bounty hunters. Yeah, remember when the Undertaker, he had the voice. He's like, "I'm here to get the somebody." I forgot what movie. That was No Holds Barred, right? With the Undertaker and the other guy.
Zeus.
No, not Zeus. That was another movie, wasn't it? No, I have no idea. I can't remember.
Suburban Commando.
Suburban Commando. There you go. Suburban Commando was the
Suburban Commando.
with the
Oh
Undertaker.
my god.
Is that what it was? Suburban Commando.
yeah.
I was
the
just-
one where he was an alien.
There was two bounty hunters, and the Undertaker was playing a bounty hunter, and when he talked,
Oh yeah, and they had kids' voices.
yeah.
You're a dead man, Ramsey.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
He goes, "What's
Macho
that
Man
smell?"
played.
Dookie.
Macho Man played a wrestler in Spider-Man.
What are you crazy? This is the 90s. We're gonna sue you.
Shit, Macho Man. The funny thing is that what's his face? Who played Ash in Evil Dead?
Yeah.
He actually said that
Yeah.
Randy
yeah,
Savage was it. Every second he got, he was having sex with women on the break time.
Every
That's
second.
funny. Nuts.
Every second.
That's what he
No,
was.
no coffee breaks. Just
He just had a
sex.
closet full of women in his trailer.
Yeah. He even gets
John-
to the room.
Jonathan Majors adamant he was not responsible for any of his ex-girlfriend's injuries and was absolutely shocked by the guilty verdict.
No.
Well, no. When you seen the video when you're running away, there was actually something going on there. That was like a weird ass video. So I don't know. When he threw his girl in the car, she hit her head on top of the car.
What? I have no comment. I have nothing to say about this.
Yeah, it is what it is. There was a verdict. It's done and over with. And
He did an interview with was it ABC News?
yeah,
One
it's a little too
America,
early
one
for a
of-
rehabilitation tour. Just you got to give it like a year and a half.
You're not Kang, man. It's not coming back. Sorry.
Give me a year and a half, 2 years. Let him do his rehabilitation.
Even James
tour.
Gunn like took a year, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Let him take a year.
Yeah, you don't do cleanup now.
James
The
Gunn was
verdict's
just about
done.
tweets.
Mhm.
Oh, we're still waiting
Uh,
on what's his name? Who played Namor? Namor. He actually
Oh, yeah,
I
that
think
guy's
he's.
in
I think
trouble,
he's
too.
out. I think he's out.
he's out too, right?
Well, at least he had better PR people that just told him, "Hey, get lost." And
They should have just
disappear.
killed him in his character in Wakanda.
Yeah.
No, but then you guys would have complained. They're always killing the cool characters.
I don't think he's cool. I just want to see
Oh.
him bang Sue Storm.
Oh, jeez. This is what this has come to. We want R-rated Marvel projects where everybody being.
I
bad.
don't have to see it on screen. I just wanted it to happen.
She'll be invisible anyways.
Yeah,
Ah,
it'll just look like he's pleasuring himself.
Majors call the police, boycott Marvel. Boycott Marvel.
I maintain it was a setup. She ran away too fast after him, and she was inhaled. Is she an Olympic track star?
Setup.
Either way, verdict was rendered. Best thing to do right now is wait it out for a year and a half or so until everyone forgets about it because nobody remembers anything anymore.
Yeah,
Then
And
do
then
your
do a couple
little
indie films.
rehabilitation tour.
you know,
Yeah.
he hopefully he doesn't get any jail time for this.
Don't worry about it. Once the Epstein files really come overboard, they don't have to
What?
worry about this.
What does that have to do with this?
Hey, because it's gonna freaking take it over. You're not gonna talk
There'll be a
about this.
different
It's gonna
story.
take
No one will
everything
care about
over.
majors
Yeah,
Too many
yeah.
people will be getting suicided.
So shit.
falling out of windows.
Poisoned.
A lot of
You're gonna
boating
get what's his
accidents.
face, what's his name in the wheelchair that died?
Hawkins.
Hawkins getting out. Hey, you seen the memes with him? He goes to Epstein Island, he jumps out of the chair and starts running after the girls. And it's
Oh,
funny.
stop. Oh no.
Hey,
Well, the meme. Did I put that in? Probably didn't put it in our chat. Put it in another chat. It's cartoon Hawkins from Simpsons, and I think Lisa's sitting
Oh,
on
when
his
Lisa's
lap.
on his lap.
Yeah.
He's smiling.
No, and then he comes out the wheelchair and it comes to a helicopter and he grabs Lisa. He goes,
Hey,
I
I didn't think the opening monologue was that bad. I thought the Joe Coy monologue was okay. It wasn't as bad as everybody said it was.
I didn't watch it. All I know that Taylor Swift wasn't happy.
Ow.
And her
Yeah, she got
Swifties
pissed off.
were more
Is she
upset
ever?
than
Is
she
she ever
was.
happy?
But then they had the whole.
She's
people-
never, ever, ever happy.
There were people that threatened this guy because he said something about Taylor Swift.
Of course,
People like in the
have,
comments were like really pissed off. It's funny.
you know, people have rabid fan bases.
Oh my
know.
God, the
Swift
Selena
Army.
Gomez versus
Can you explain
one-
that to
the
us?
one with
What
Tim
is
Chan?
going on?
oh my God, they're going at each other
Wow,
Over who?
in the gold over Tim Chan, a Tim Chan picture. Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet?
Yeah.
Timothy.
Okay, so rumor has it. That Selena Gomez wanted to take a picture with Timothy Chalamet, but Kylie Jenner, who's dating Timothy Chalamet, said no.
Wow.
And it's a
I thought
rumor,
Kylie-
and people are going crazy.
Wait, Kylie Jenner is she still with Tiger? Come on, she's still with Tiger.
No,
No, she moved on.
She's
a
with
long
Tim
time
Chan.
ago.
She with Timothy
Well, she got like 50 kids
Chalamet.
She's
and
with
married
Mr.
her, so
Doom.
She's a waste anyway. So
Oh, jeez.
Call me by your name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I disavow.
She is the
disavow.
quit sack
Tim Chan
Saturac.
bones and all.
You know what? I wouldn't want to date her anyway after what she's went through.
Oh my God.
Well, she's taken. She's with Tim Chan.
His name is Killing Word.
She's taken.
Tim Chan.
She's a waste, man. She's a waste of space.
Kendall's the only one that's not.
I don't know her.
I don't know Kendall either. That's another one.
I don't know them.
You see on the sidelines with freaking Bad Bunny? That's the funniest thing. Bad Bunny's
I
talking.
thought they broke up.
They're still together too.
I don't know.
What the hell did this
I
show
can't-
turn
I
into?
can't-
Who cares?
I don't know.
Next.
TMZ.
Yeah. Watch TMZ if you want to know.
Megan 2.0 is confirmed to bring back a key actor from the first installment who's dying to see what happens next.
Mm.
What?
Anybody?
Could it be Megan?
Could be Megan.
Could they bring Megan back in Megan 2?
Key actor? Who?
She's a robot. She is the new version of Chucky. So
I mean, the only one that survived
Jenna,
was
the one that provided Jenna Davis.
Who?
And Jenna Davis, she provided the voice, and Amy Donald, who played the character physical manifestation.
like
of the
Elizabeth
character.
Olsen anyway.
I have no idea
A
who that
version,
is.
another Elizabeth Olsen.
The girl that played the aunt in that movie, who was also in Get Out, does she ever play
Yeah.
a likable character?
Get out.
Get Out.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen her in anything where she plays a likable character.
Yeah, I don't know who we're talking about.
The one who played the aunt. She played the aunt and Megan played the girlfriend daughter in Get Out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The little girl wanted to come back. Violet McGraw also wanted to come back forward. Megan too.
She's going to be 20 by the time the movie comes out.
No, I think they'll
how
bang
would
this
it-
one out in a year.
Oh, easily. It's not like there's much story to it. It's
Yeah, it was already done really cheap. It's a Blumhouse movie, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
the only fun part was watching the robot dance. That was funny.
I thought it was
And then-
acceptable.
And then
Acceptable
slaughter
schlock.
everybody.
I thought
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
very
acceptable
acceptable
schlock.
schlock.
It was-
Perp, I meant to ask you, did you watch Night Swim?
No,
Oh,
dude, that thing got torn apart. That thing got
I saw-
absolutely destroyed.
I saw.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
by the audience, everyone is like, oof. I saw Crazy Joe give it half a star, and I was like, damn, Crazy Joe loves everything. He
Degrassi
doesn't,
was saying it
obviously,
was
but I'm just
amazing.
like- I know.
I was gonna-
It's I guess it's a split.
He said it was going to blow everybody away.
Oh, that's right. Crazy Joe doesn't like A24 films. Never mind.
doesn't.
Maybe I should see
Doesn't.
it.
He didn't
Crazy
like
Joe
eggs.
Maybe I should
Show the
see it.
Bowler, right?
Did like the new ones. Sorry, what was that, Dom?
I said Crazy Joe the Bowler. The Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Crazy Joe the Bowler. Anyone looking forward to seeing Megan 2.0 when it's released?
Sure.
If it ever
The
gets
first one
made.
was pretty good. The first one,
If I have nothing else to watch on a Thursday night, sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sure.
I took my daughter to the first one. We enjoyed it. It was okay.
Zaggy says night swim was caca.
That's it. Oh.
Juju. Shit.
Well, good thing I don't leave the house, so I will
Yeah, we know you stay in
watch it for free.
your compound. Next up, insider Daniel Rickman reveals that Marvel Studios and Sony reportedly want two beloved MCU heroes to appear in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. These two heroes are Ant-Man and Daredevil.
Well, if they're gonna do a continuation to the Daredevil Born Again, leads into it because Kingpin is gonna become mayor. It would make sense, and it would be kind of cool to have the street level, fight the street level Thanos. On what people are saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Need Luke Cage.
I like to see all the street level characters show up.
I just want a new Spider-Man.
Just bring all the Defenders. Do a cameo with all the Defenders.
Can we get a multiverse Spider-Man that isn't Tom Holland?
He's the best Spider-Man. Cut it out.
We are.
Didn't
We're gonna get Andrew Garfield.
Wait, but didn't we say that? Didn't we say before that he didn't want to do any more Spider-Man unless it was worth it? This and that. And
Yeah.
He's a
he didn't
dumbass.
want
Of
to
course,
Spider-Man
it's
anymore?
worth it. These people are
20 million sounds worth it to me.
Exactly. Disney brings a whole truck with the money in it. The same thing when
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. comes back. Now that he won a Golden Globe, 2 trucks of money.
2 trucks.
Yeah, it's like an extra 10 million. If he gets the Oscar, extra 20 million. He gets fast. He's going to get paid 80, possibly 80 millions to come back.
Exactly.
like I said,
So the
you
movie's
got to
gonna
follow
be
the
actually,
Daniel Radcliffe path of
Yeah.
I will make all of these movies and bank so much money that I can then just do whatever the fuck I want in terms of projects for the rest of my life.
Yep.
These people that leave halfway through and are like, oh, I don't want to be typecast as a superhero, and then they go make a bunch of bullshit.
You know who
movies
learned
and
that
then
the
they
hard
come
way?
back.
You know who learned that the hard way?
Cool.
Vin Diesel. When he left Fast and Furious, and then it's like, all right, I'm back. I own this now.
Exactly.
Yeah, those residuals for saying I am.
This is
Groot,
mine
just
now.
weren't
Yep,
cutting it.
this is my life now.
You know
I wish he would do more Pitch Black movies.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Pitch Black.
Pitch Black was so
That's
good.
probably the most underrated sci-fi action horror movie.
Oh,
ever.
yes. The whole
See, I would
series,
love-
they're all good.
I would love for the Spider-Man flick to have everything you want in a Spider-Man. Like the Sinister Six comes in, and Kingpin is what Avengers Tower, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you are so Spalding from Caddyshack. I'll have a hamburger, no hot dog, and I'll have French fries and a milkshake.
Well, look, the
Get nothing and like
Scorpion
it.
should- The Scorpion should show up in this movie because they left the door open for the Scorpion and never came back. So
Yep.
Hey, it was
Riddick was
Riddick.
amazing.
Awful.
Dick, that was awful.
You say it was
Riddick was
awful.
so good.
It was good. I like it, man.
I like those movies.
I like Pitch Black. I like Pitch Black was good.
I don't know. My favorite Vin Diesel movie is still Knock Around Guys.
Nope. What about Boiler Room? Boiler Room's good.
Boiler Room's good, but I like Knock Around Guys. It's fun.
Next up,
Not Triple X.
No, definitely.
Hogwarts Legacy sold 22 million copies in 2023, with 2 million sold in December alone. It was the
Jeez.
best-selling game of the year in the entire industry worldwide, according to WB Interactive President David Haddad. I
I
love
still
this
need
game.
to get this.
This game is so
You have it?
good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. And it's open world, isn't it?
Yeah,
I just don't know if I have the energy for another open world game.
it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun. Learning spells, going exploring Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. It's great.
Yeah. I'll get it eventually.
School is massive. Next up, the Harry Potter Quidditch video game is currently in beta testing phase. More Potterverse related games are in the works at WB Games that will let the fans be part of this world and stories and characters in deeper and deeper ways.
Milk that cow.
Quidditch would be fun if they make it right. You know, it could be a fun game.
Yeah, they had. I think
Like
they had
a
Quidditch
player
for
versus player.
the Quidditch for what was it? GameCube had Quidditch.
Oh, really?
I never played. Yeah, I never played it. Sure did one of it. You know, they gotta take advantage. They're bringing Harry Potter back in a TV series. So, well, streaming show.
With
You know, they gotta,
Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
no, totally different.
Is it a reboot?
Cast. It's going to be more closely to the books than the movies were.
Boo.
Okay.
Some of those books were unnecessarily long.
Hey,
I've read the whole series like 3 times, so I'm for it if they do it. I'm all about the Harry Potter.
all about the Harry Potter. Same here. And there's an adult film called Harry Potter. Harry Potter stuff.
No, just quit. Just quit. Next.
Next, Josh Hutcherson confirms Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2 is in the works. No brainer. They're in the process right now of nailing down the story, and they want to get going as soon as
What
possible.
story?
So yeah, sorry, I had to laugh at that because there wasn't.
We
Really
need
a
to
story.
figure out how to get people to die.
Exactly.
They
We
could,
can play people to the place where the things are, so they can die and then not die, and then they kill the things.
How about we put the
In
vent
end.
scene in scene 3?
Yeah,
Just have AI write the script and be done with it.
yeah.
Oh boy,
Where was the aunt's body towards the end of the movie?
it should be Night of the Living Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
They go friggin',
And they killed off Lillard. So what's the point of even seeing the movie now?
Oh, he's gonna come back. This is a horror movie.
Or when everybody comes back.
I just want to see a revived career of Matthew Lillard.
They should have the end game of horror flicks. Have every horror thing in one movie. And people have to fight to survive. Pretty cool.
Like like a battle
There we
royale
go.
type on an island.
I watched it. I'll watch this one, the second one too, when it comes out.
Yeah, sure. I always
wonder if
see sequels as potential to, tune up stuff that didn't
Yeah.
work in the first one, especially in horror. Especially if the critique is loud enough. And I think the critique of like, hey, no kills, no stalking, nothing, these animatronics didn't do anything, really. I think
That's
that
what
was-
Star Wars sequels are for.
I think that was heard loud and well, so I think we'll get it for the next one.
I just realized I was looking through PlayStation's VR games that they have available. They have 2 Five Nights at Freddy. I'm like, do I really want to play Five Nights at Freddy in VR?
Oh, that
I
would
like
be
where
the
Mama's
most fun way
brain
to
is
play
at.
it.
Go really old school for the sequel. Have a random blonde running away.
There you go. That's for Joe.
You have to show Bush. Oh,
Old school Bush. But if they don't make the mistake of releasing a day and date on Paramount, this should be a killer box office again.
What, 5 Nights?
Maximum nerd outrage if you use Tim Hunter in the DCU. Those about the context will scream about how James Gunn ripped off Harry Potter, just waiting to be owned. Tim Hunter from Books of Magic. He first appeared in Sandman in the early 80s, 90s. He's pretty much he looks exactly like Harry Potter. Well, Harry Potter looks exactly like
like he does.
Tim Hunter. So people want to cry that it was a ripoff. You see that. Next up, Warner Brothers Games confirmed more games that are canon additions to James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC universe are in the works. Wonder Woman is still being developed. Yay, Wonder Woman game.
Sure
I'm
we'll
all for it.
see that. in
They
the
just
next
need
15
Insomniac
years.
to make all of them.
I don't know.
Have
I never
Insomniac do what
understand
they're doing to the
game
Wolverine.
announcements. It's in the works. Okay, then you'll see it in what 6-7 years.
Where's
Yeah, I mean,
Injustice
someone wrote the
3?
title down on a chalkboard somewhere.
Yeah, that's
15 years later.
Yep. Oh, might as well show this. This is Tim Hunter.
No, that's Harry Potter, dude.
Dude, this came out long before Harry Potter.
This is Harry Potter, though.
What?
That's Harry Potter. Look at him.
That's Tim Hunter from Sandman Universe.
He's even got the lightning bolt on his forehead.
Books of
Yeah,
Magic.
tell him to lift up his hair. Let me see that lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And that's
So
yeah.
it's a really good read if you want to read his solo book, Books of Magic. I'm all for a Wonder Woman game. Everybody else gets a game. Why can't Wonder Woman?
As long as it's better than what was it, Gotham Knights?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Late
Don't say
80s, Degrassi. Late 80s, Neil Gaiman creation, Shitty Parents, Pet Owl, World's Greatest Mage being trained by Constantine Zatanna and Phantom Stranger, etc. Sound familiar?
He had a pet owl too.
Yeah, everybody gets an owl.
You get an owl.
I'm jealous.
You get an owl.
You get an hour. She gets an hour. He gets an hour.
We're still
Over
waiting on
3 hours.
Suicide Squad versus JL. They said it's imminent in 2020.
Any day now.
Any
Ooh,
day
January.
I
January
think
31st.
These games will be ready for the next reboot.
I
when
think
they'll
Falati
no longer be
was-
canon.
I think Falati was in the beta testing of the
He
Suicide
pre-ordered
Squad,
it.
and he said it was great. He loved it.
It's coming January 30th. It's not. It's like end of the month.
Already?
Yeah,
coming
that's
out in
what
2
the
weeks?
pre-order said. Yeah.
Oh crap!
Mm. I said
Where's
any
my
day now.
owl? Pow. Next up,
Just go outside and catch one.
The Last of Us guest star Nick Offerman has confirmed there are ideas for potential spin-off prequel series focused on fan favorites characters Bill and Frank.
People haven't forgotten
That was
about
the
that
best.
series already.
Yay.
That was the best episode in that entire
It
show.
was, but it was almost too good, and it's like,
It was
okay,
so
we know how it
It was
ends.
like it. Yeah, it
we
didn't.
know how it ends.
It was
Why
so
are we
out of
doing
place. I know.
It was, yeah,
You
it was
know,
the greatest television show in TV history. They didn't even nominate the dude, Nick Offerman. I thought he was going to get
Yeah.
the nomination for sure.
I thought he won. And he
Did he
won.
win?
For
He
Golden
won what?
Globes?
No, he won a I'm sorry, he won a Emmy.
No. I don't think
He won an
Golden
Emmy
Globes.
for guest starring on a TV show or ongoing series or whatever it was. He should have been nominated for a.
Maybe he
Golden Globe.
doesn't, Anthony. They never opened the door. They never showed it, right? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's a mix of flashbacks and then what he did afterwards.
That's what they
Burying
always
his
do.
loved
Someone
one.
does good. They're gonna milk. They're gonna milk it.
You never know. You never know, Anthony. I didn't see
Hey.
a body.
If you don't see a body, that means you have to
Yeah.
assume that they're
Didn't they
alive.
both drink the wine? What are we talking about?
Nick
Quiet.
Offerman, wasn't it in a room that they never went into? He
Yeah.
offed himself in the room after his loved one, right?
They both drank the wine, though. I thought. I don't know.
They both taste.
But wasn't the wine to fall asleep? And then
No,
he
it
was
had
supposed to
poison
do
in
other
it.
stuff afterwards or whatever?
No, the wine had enough of something
Okay.
in it to kill them.
You're probably right. It was a long time ago I saw it.
The closed alpha was fun. Metropolis
kinda with
pretty well
Anthony on
fleshed
this
out.
one.
Excellent version. You sure? You don't want to see a prequel or what they were
I
doing?
mean, I'm always
in
down to
the-
see anything, but at the same time, it's like, well, if I know how it ends, that's why I'm kind of hoping maybe.
You know, they could.
Obviously,
do it like,
there's always exceptions and stuff, but I'm always at first, I'm always kind of like, I have my instinct reaction to hearing about any prequels, like, and then I go with it, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll still watch it on its own merit, but
Don't forget to go out and buy some Linda Ronstadt before this comes out.
What?
He's reading the best. He's the music he's playing is the best of Linda Ronstadt.
Ronstadt?
Yeah. Next up, Martin Scorsese plans to direct his new Jesus movie later this year. This film will run 80 minutes and most focus on Jesus' core teachings in a way that explores his principles. He's trying to
Didn't
get
Mel
away.
Gibson already do
from-
this?
the hell,
He's trying to get away from the negativity that the church has been experiencing for the last couple of years.
oh my
And make a
lord,
positive Jesus film.
Listen, no matter how positive he does it, there'll be backlash. There's always backlash. Especially when it comes to
Scorsese
the
always-
It's Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese always does, and I like. He did Kundun. Kundun was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
But he always does this every now and then. He'll do a
You got to
couple
do Jesus
De
in
Niro
the,
movies, and then he does kind of a little passion project.
It's
I
set
just
in
hope
the modern
Leonardo
day.
DiCaprio plays
All right,
Jesus.
that's interesting.
They got to do the Godfather of Jesus.
They better cast a young Mary Magdalene then.
Yeah,
If
with
it's
Leo.
modern day, that's pretty interesting.
Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio.
Mary's got to
Jesus.
be at least under 23. So
Now you're gonna
All
have.
right, I'm interested if it's
You're
modern day.
gonna have leprosy.
I'm interested.
Scorsese-
How does he make that? How does he make that not boring? That's why. But it is Martin Scorsese. Okay, like all positive, all this, all that. Like,
What?
let's see how he.
What?
Let's see his
If-
version of that.
If there was someone claiming
he'll add
that they were
aliens to it.
Jesus now, and we didn't know who Jesus was before that, they would be locked up immediately.
Now they gotta do a
I
movie,
will-
Jesus
I
Not
will
if they
go
can
see this
perform
movie.
miracles.
You will get me into a theater if he casts Joe Pesci as Jesus.
Well, you got to do
Hey.
Jesus versus zombies.
They
They had a
He already
comic
did that.
book. They did a comic. Make the
Jesus,
comic.
Jesus, vampire hunter.
I hope he goes around marketing. This is my
I love
Marvel
that book.
movie. This is
Who
my
knows?
comic book movie.
I don't know.
That's
I'm
good
excited
marketing.
to see this.
He's like I said, when he goes off script of the I'm not going to make a mob style movie or something like that. He does good projects.
That's
So,
the age.
Interesting.
Jesus.
He considered, yeah. Okay.
At least
Jesus
it's not
God-
Ridley Scott.
He's his Godfather. What he did for the mafia.
Oh, must everything be a mob movie with you?
What was the one he did with Andrew Garfield, where they were missionaries in Japan?
The silence or the
that was
silencing.
that was a great movie.
Yeah, that was like
But,
super
I
indie
like
too.
the
He couldn't get it.
Passion of
He couldn't get
Christ
the funding
with,
through Hollywood.
Mel Gibson, The Passion of Christ. That was good.
You know, he needs to button up his shirt. He's too old to be exposing his chest. Anyway, next up.
Those
He's
eyebrows,
no Italian, man. He can unbutton
He's
his many
farming. Leave
buttons as
him
he
alone.
wants.
Picking tomatoes and shit.
Look at the
He's
eyebrows.
putting oranges in his mouth and having heart
Doing old
attacks.
people shit. He's just picking tomatoes. Leave him alone.
Jeez. Deep V, let's go.
Playing shuffleboard.
Here's some projects with Lord of the Rings. We have Lord of the Rings, The War Rohirrim, released in December of 2024. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2 in the fall of 2024.
Degrassi, you're thinking of Ang Lee.
And Tales of the Shire, to be determined, a Lord of the Rings game. Looks like a
Also-
children's game.
They're also releasing Lord of the Rings. Joe takes a nap because Lord of the Rings is boring.
Hey,
You have to guide your hobbit through second breakfast and third
and
breakfast.
third breakfast.
Yes.
That's right.
Known as Middle Earth projects. Look at that.
Middle Earth Project. I'm all for everything on the screen.
2024.
Yep.
Oh yeah, then Anthony's right. Zero promotion for this so far. This is the first I'm hearing of it. I thought this was like they're announcing they're making it. Not that it's coming out.
Wait, what's it? John Woo's Brokeback Mountain? Which one?
It's an inside joke between me and Degrassi. You wouldn't understand.
I don't want to understand.
Yeah, I know.
Starring
It's too
Travolta
spicy-
and
too
Nick Cage.
Too spicy for me.
Ang Lee's Face Off.
Yeah, if it has Nick Cage in it, I don't want to see him touch his nuts.
I can't believe you're anti Nick Cage to this day, man. That man has had a stellar run lately. Stellar run.
The man has some
Sure.
gem movies. I know he made a shit ton of movies because of his tax problems, but there
Yeah.
are gems in
His
there.
action stuff. Yeah, I know. Dream Scenario.
His
he
last,
was, like,
like-
despite what you thought of the movie Dream Scenario, he is fantastic in Dream Scenario.
His last
Yeah,
5 or
he's
7
great
movies
in
have been great.
Matchstick Men.
Yeah,
He's fantastic in The Weatherman. He's
Mandy.
he's good stuff. Mandy was great.
Raising Arizona. What are we talking about?
the,
New
the
one?
man's a
Valley Girl?
killer.
How about Valley Girl? His first movie.
Valley Girl, Face Off,
We need to do a Nick Cage spotlight.
Con Air.
Oh, look.
He had like the best names in the '90s. Cameron Poe,
Peggy Sue got married.
All right, that was
Memphis
I'll say-
Reigns,
that was one good movie.
Castor Troy,
I do like Peggy Sue Got Married.
Hey, Face Off is good.
Stanley Goodspeed. The man had the
Rock.
best names.
Well, hopefully, Rings of Power Season 2 has a lot more action and not, Season 1 was good for me. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of world building. I enjoyed the characters. The actors were amazing in it,
I
regardless
want
of
more
whatever.
dwarves.
The dwarves were good.
I want battle dwarves.
I like season 1 just fine, but I gotta admit I don't remember a lot of it now. It
Yeah.
really just passed by.
That's how good it was.
Yeah. Well, I thought at the time I was fine with it. It was like, oh, it feels like Middle Earth. The budget's there. You know.
It was a beautiful shot well.
Yeah.
What it,
looked
you
good.
know, it didn't look like, it did not look like a streaming show at all.
Well, they poured a shit ton of money into it, so it shouldn't look like a streaming show.
The Sauron reveal.
Yeah, that was fun. Next up, David Ayers is back. I get attacked for something I didn't do. It's pretty unjust. And at the end of the day, at this point, I get it. It's corporate America. It's corporate IP. You know, these are all multi-billion-dollar companies, but I think ripping the guts out of a filmmaker like that is pretty unfair.
Is this
Who's he
Jonathan
talking
Majors
about?
again?
He's talking about his Ayer cut not being
Oh,
released.
Jesus Christ. Got to
Who is
that
this?
Ripping the guts out of the
already.
filmmaker, like
David
that
Ayers.
is
Come on.
pretty unfair. You know what the problem
Suicide
is
Squad.
that when he did. I know. I understand. I'm just saying this is from an optics level. Why people are like, oh man, like the problem I see is that when that original corporate cut, he was out there saying, yeah, screw Marvel, this is a real deal. Like he was behind it before, and I know he had to be, but like when you're like that, and then and now this is like, oh, they did it. It's like
He's
What
crying
movie are we
about the
talking about?
goddamn Suicide Squad. It's not like some passion project, indie film, original screen.
I mean, maybe he really
Freaking
loved the
Suicide
characters.
Squad.
I mean, maybe he really fell
I
in love with the
actually like
characters he wrote
Suicide
down.
Squad. I thought the
I
original
give
was
it to him
pretty good.
that. But I don't know. Like honestly, my problem was like the action really sucked. I don't think Warner Brothers cut the action to shit. I don't think they made it bad. If he had an amazing action scene, and they're like, no, let's do a bad one. I think that's So I'm not terribly excited to see this. Although it'd be good to see good character work.
And
I don't
Anthony
know
says, I
what
remember.
the other 25% is AOA.
Anthony says, I remember DC fans were attacking him about this movie for years. Yeah. David Ayers is 75% hack. Who's a bigger hack than David Ayers? AOA. I forgot. He says 100%
He's
hack.
not a hack. I like Fury.
I want the cut release, but he didn't listen when everyone told him that Sucking Up to Gun wouldn't get his cut release. Correct. You're right.
He's
He
not
spent
sucking up the gun. How do we know he's sucking up the gun?
Did you see his tweets for the last year? Well, not the last year.
I mean, was he
Since
just being
September.
support? Everyone, like, who in Hollywood was not supportive of James Gunn?
He should marry Sean Gunn, then he'll get a role.
Well, it said 261 years before Two Towers, Brian Cox voices Hammerhand, King of Rohan. Miranda Otto returns as Eowyn to narrate. Interesting. You're
not
right.
Liz
You're right, Perp. People were sucking up to a gun. Well, not congratulating him and backing him for months.
At least in Hollywood, yeah, everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, that's cool," because people love the idea of a creative now wearing a suit and still doing the creative thing. It was like a new thing, so I could see everyone sort of being like, "Hey, that's awesome, sucking up." Want to get in there? Want to talk to him? What are you doing? What are you thinking? Maybe they think they could be in the same position.
Yeah, true. Well, while we have a little pause in action, please subscribe to Mama Bear and Furred Bird. They put out great content. Thank you guys. If you haven't already subscribed, including the panel. But at this point, I don't think his cut of whatever he thinks is amazing is going to be released. I guess I'm all for directors having another cut of their movie release, but I don't know if WBD is willing to shovel out extra cash for updated special effects and reshoots and anything else this film needs.
And it's true. It's just not the time. The WB got a new management. They literally just got rid of Aquaman. And it's like now we need to worry about these cuts too. Like, come on, guys. Let's do what we want to do.
Nobody
this
cares.
is
He's a body.
ridiculous.
He's a body corporate put on to release a corporate product. It's not the hell I say.
I will say he does have a huge fan base on the socials about release the haircut.
Yeah,
It's
this
trended
is not the time.
multiple
They're
times.
under new management. They want to make new stories. Maybe
Mhm.
like I like Crazy Joe's idea. In an anniversary, you release it, something like that. But just like one thing after another. These guys, they finally released Aquaman. Let them tell the story they want to tell now. Like they don't have to worry about now the leftovers. Now worry about the leftovers.
They've passed the placenta. Now it's time for Superman.
These are the leftovers. Come on. They just released Aquaman. They had to deal with Flash. They had to deal with all this shit. This new management.
When did the Suicide Squad come out? What
2016.
2016?
Same year as BVS. It was August, I think. August.
I
release.
thought this was better. I thought the Suicide Squad was better than Batman versus Superman. I didn't like Batman versus Superman. I enjoyed it.
Everybody's entitled to their opinions. What? I didn't say anything bad, did I? I'm learning to be more diplomatic when it comes to my critiques of people now.
Come on,
I've been on a tear for the last week.
come on. Wasn't it stupid when he's fighting Superman and they both have? What do you want to do with Martha? The same. Come on, the same.
Your mother's name is Martha? My mother's name is
That's
Martha.
retarded. So that
Bro,
was dumb.
it would have been hilarious if Batman actually gets Aqua Team in because he finds out his dad's name is Arthur and shit. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Like your dad's name's Arthur, my dad's name's Arthur. Welcome to Justice League.
Degrassi, Gunn is letting the writers and directors write and direct. It's absolutely anti-Marvel as far as developing project goes.
Which is good.
No need to be good on my account. I like being bad. You know that, mama. Next up, Jacob Elordi is reportedly replacing Andrew Garfield as the monster in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Holy shit. Did this guy blow up from Saltburn or what?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
I know.
did.
Damn.
Saltburn is an amazing movie.
Dude,
Please
I hadn't
watch
even
it.
heard of this guy. And then everywhere. He's just everywhere after I saw
Really?
him in Saltburn. Yeah,
he was
I never
in
heard of him.
Euphoria.
Yeah, I never seen that. And I never saw the kissing booth. Sorry.
God, I hated his character in Euphoria.
Oh yeah, he's terrible.
Fucking, what a piece of shit the
The
character
whole
is.
show is just uncomfortable.
Oh, very uncomfortable. Oh, though I think the
I
subject.
don't think Training Day won an Oscar for best screenplay. Did it?
Oh,
It's just the whole subject of Euphoria, the sex, the drugs, the pedophilia, unfortunately.
and Sweeney walking around with no bra on.
What's his name was amazing though. Eric Dane. He was so good in that show.
The kid that's dead.
The kid
Yeah.
that killed
The
himself.
kid that
Right?
played the drug dealer.
No, Eric Dane
The dad?
from
Okay.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
about
played a
the-
good role.
Grandfather?
You really hated him and his son. They were such a screwed up family. David Ayers, not a hack, dude, won a Oscar for writing Training Day. You know, girls like a bad boy. Yes, they do. But I think this. Perp, do you think that Elordi is a better actor than Garfield? From whatever,
I have no
from
idea.
what
So
little
far,
amount of
I
work?
haven't been demonstrated that at all.
Yeah.
Saltburn by Saltburn alone, no way.
No.
No, and Under the Silver Lake is still one of my favorite
Andrew
movies. so-
Garfield had some good roles. He won.
Dude, this guy, Andrew Garfield's magnificent. I've seen him magnificent in roles.
Yes,
Social Network.
I'm telling you, you watch Under the Silver Lake, you'll fall in love with Andrew
Yeah,
Garfield's
that's
acting.
from the guy that did It Follows too.
Degrassi, Ayer isn't a hack. He's just unreliable and unpredictable. He would rather promote something that is never happening instead of the 3 movies he's made since.
You want him to promote Bright?
What was the
This is-
movie? The movie that Andrew Garfield did that he was a soldier. What was it?
Oh, yeah, the Mel Gibson movie, Heart something Ridge.
Yeah. Heart
Oh
Rate,
yeah, where he
was-
played Desmond Dawes.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, that was great,
fantastic
too.
movie.
Yeah, dude, Mel Gibson's a madman in those war scenes. Love him.
I mean,
Give that movie, give that man every war movie, dude. There was a rumor at one point. I thought it was the coolest rumor ever that Mel Gibson was going to do a Suicide Squad movie. He was going to direct it. I was like, oh my god, that'd be perfect.
Well, he was actually supposed to be in the wasn't he be the bad guy in one of the Fast and Furious movies he wanted to be?
Yeah, he was a bad guy in the Expendables.
He said it was
Three.
there.
I'm excited for this Frankenstein movie. I'm excited for the Wolfman. I'm glad they bring it back to Universal Monsters. I really am.
I wish that friggin' Tomo would do the friggin' goddamn Jabba the Hutt gangster movie. That friggin' Lucasfilm declined for him to do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even settle for a sequel to I, Frankenstein. I love that movie.
the Aaron Eckhart one.
The Beekeeper.
Yes.
That one was a little rough. A little rough around the
Lord.
It
edges.
was
Bruce is-
fine. It was fine.
Don't you
It was
ever
a little
talk about Nick
rough.
Cage
It was
movies
watchable,
again.
but it was a little rough around the edges.
Don't you ever talk about Nick Cage movies again.
I will
dare
talk
you.
about Nick Cage movies anytime I feel like it. Perp.
Cage, man. He's
Let's
awesome,
talk
man.
about how great they are.
They are, hey,
Ah,
I
I
Frankenstein.
love the meme. What
I love I
Nick
Frankenstein.
Cage movie
Good for you.
That and Van Helsing.
Every movie deserves love. Let me tell you, I feel that way.
Somebody loves
Really do.
every movie. Someone
I'm
loves
glad
a
I
movie
found someone that
somewhere.
loves I Frankenstein.
I watch it every time it's on. I don't own it, but I watch it when it's on.
That's fair.
Next up, the new Disney Alien movie is moving away from the Ripley blueprint by using young characters.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Uh-oh.
understand that
Aliens
last-
going slasher, baby. Let's go. Let's have
go.
sex in the spaceship.
Exactly. That'd be
I mean,
awesome.
Sigourney Weaver wasn't that old.
Yeah, Dom loves it. Yeah,
Alien.
I'm for it too, actually. You do. Dumb alien movie. Screw it. Don't give me
you
this
know what?
message about God and your
Yeah.
fucking alien stalking of.
I love Sigourney Weaver. I love Ripley, but it's time to move away from that
It's-
character.
No, it's not just Ripley. It's like literally every character was a Ripley stereotype. Literally every single one. They'd have this lady with the short hair with a fire
Yeah.
blowing that shit out of the
A
airlock.
tank top.
It's like, all right.
You know,
Yep. Tank top, no bra.
it's like look, I will admit to say that Star Wars has to move away from the Skywalker saga to move to newer things.
What?
No.
Even though
We're just getting started with that Ray movie, buddy. Did you hear?
How-
How did
Yeah,
this,
it's just-
what?
wait, no,
Aliens, Star
because
Wars,
Sigourney
what?
Weaver, just the characters with Sigourney Weaver, Ripley move away from that and make brand new stuff. Look.
Well, this
aliens-
movie's
It's not
supposed
even
to
so
take
much moving
place-
away from Ripley. It's just the stereotype. I like that idea that they're gonna get away from that stereotype. Like even the way Ripley was handled in the first Alien, she was kind of an asshole. And in any other movie, she would have been like the third person killed because she was like the asshole that would lock him out. She's like she plays everything to protocol, and it's like maybe doing something like that again, where it's like, oh, it's actually the asshole that's the survivor, that's the badass.
Yeah.
Like just changing up the stereotype. Yeah.
And then plus
Perp,
changing
Perp,
the-
you said some. Perp, oh, sorry, Don. Perp, you said something last night about Alien, and it was controversial at the time.
Oh yeah, Dan
A
O'Bannon.
statement? Yes.
Dan
There we go.
O'Bannon originally, because everyone's talking about, oh, they're attacking men and all that. Dan O'Bannon straight up said in interviews that Alien was written as an attack on men. It was supposed to make men uncomfortable. It's supposed to that's why it's like literally like the birth of it had all these imagery that psychologically affected men more than women, all this stuff. And he's straight up like brazen about it in interviews. Like, yeah, I wanted to attack men. I wanted to make them feel uncomfortable, all that stuff. It's just like interesting how times have changed now.
Geiger.
That reaction of like how creatives work, what their mindset is.
I don't mind Fetty as a director, so I'm looking forward to it.
I look at it this way: the Alien franchise has been around for a long time too. Aliens as a species have been all over the galaxy and the world and stuff like that. Why can't they do something? do different things. You know,
Mama Bear, in a world where a man gets separated from his honey, he has to get justice from the people who brought you Lawnmower Man and Babe. Jason Stanton is the beekeeper. That was my movie voice.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Me and Degrassi have this inside joke where we love these movies where it's like hitman or badasses that take these mundane jobs just so the movie could have a title, you know, like the mechanic, the master gardener, shit like that. They always have like the front is always a boring job, so they can have the accountant.
Master Gardener was an interesting movie.
That was really good. Yeah, that's not really a hitman movie. I threw that in there. Degrassi actually recommended that one.
But,
it kind of was, but it was like I wasn't expecting that. You know, white supremacist angle. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
It was sold to me. It was
curveball.
sold to me as a hitman movie. I was like, oh no, it's not that. And I still love the movie. It was still really good, really interesting. Sigourney Weaver.
Yep.
Ironically,
Come full circle to Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver was in it. She was great in that. Degrassi recommended that to me. The Custodian, yeah.
The Custodian.
The Plumber, rated R.
you know, original Alien blueprints, like the original screenplay. Ripley was supposed to be. They were talking about having as a transgender type of character. That was one of the original things back in the day, which is kind of crazy.
Well, I don't know if you ever seen this. There's somebody did a whole article about that. During when they're being briefed about Ripley when she gets back to Earth and aliens. I forgot the other female cast member in the first Aliens. It's listed as what was it? Trans. It wasn't trans, or it was something. It was a word that I don't remember the exact wording, but it was meaning somebody that had transitioned. It was on the screen in Aliens movie.
In the original, yeah. And that's kind of crazy back then, back in the 70s and stuff like that. Now,
you still had them. They were back there. They were still.
I know. I'm just
still
saying,
doing it back in the 70s.
I know. It's like it's not a new thing, but I'm just saying the fact is that in movies,
it's not new.
No, it's not. No, it's not new. But in movie wise, because people complaining, because people put in movies. I'm just saying the fact is that way back then.
I mean, look at Dog Day Afternoon. What that was about. The guy's trying to get his lover a sex change. These topics were talked about back then.
Oh God! Now I should have picked the movie A Soldier's Girl for one of my movies that made you cry.
What was the movie that Jason Statham did that he had to get energy to
Crank.
Crank.
Those are his masterpieces.
Crank 2,
yes,
which were the best movies ever.
Those are my favorite Jason Statham movies.
They're so over the top ones.
They're masterpieces.
They're ridiculous, but they're good. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
That's had sex with the girl to get him. That's awesome.
That's what those movies
It's
should.
speed,
All those
but
types
a
of
man.
movies should be.
All right. Next up, Mark Hamill with Natalie Portman at the Golden Globes. Now I have finally met my mother. Apparently they've never met before.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
She has a picture with Carrie Fisher too.
I bet she was like, "Who are you?"
I bet she gave up halfway through meeting him too, just like she did when she was giving birth.
Somebody get this dirty old man out my room, please.
Who is this guy?
It's a shame. What's his name wasn't there? They could have done a family photo.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden Christensen. Yeah, true. But there's a picture. I saw the thing on Instagram that a picture with him and then with Carrie Fisher as well too, when she met up with Carrie Fisher a couple of years down on the road.
It's nice to see he looks more and more like the Joker the older he gets.
Don't worry.
That's a great picture.
Skeletor's coming soon.
They end at the same height, which is kind of sad. Actually, I think she might be taller.
A little taller, exactly.
Well, he got lips on, so.
And he's still shorter.
Now we're going to take a look at some of the winners at the Oscars. And let's see.
The Oscars.
I mean, the Golden Globe, sorry. Best television series, musical comedy, The Bear won. Beating out Ted Lasso, Only Murders in the Building, Barry, and Abbott Elementary.
I don't know how you call
Barry
that.
is.
I don't. I think that I don't understand how you categorize that as necessarily a comedy. The Bear.
Well, the Bears.
Yeah.
The same with Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well. At least the last season of Barry. I mean, at least Barry had more laughs in it. I'll tell you that much. But the Bear is really a drama. That's odd.
Well, the dude that was in the Bear, he's in the movie Iron Claw. He plays one of the brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also got a big billboard of Calvin Klein billboard.
Yes,
Over
I've
here.
seen that ad multiple
And,
times. I mean, a
It's
couple of times.
It's right next to me. I walk by it.
He was in the American version of Shameless as well.
I love Shameless. Best performance by a male in television series, musical comedy. Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear, and best female actor in the television series, Ayo Adebiri for The Bear won. So the show
Yes,
won
and
all
yes.
around.
As well, it should. It was
Yes,
one of the
they are
best
great
series.
actors.
And was one of the best series all year, hands down.
If you're not watching The Bear, you're doing something wrong.
And where can you
Especially that
watch The
second
Bear?
Season. I mean, the first season was good, but the second season was unbelievable.
The
There
Bear's
were
on
so
Hulu.
many good
Hulu?
episodes.
Hulu, right? Hulu?
Yeah, well, it was FX, but
FX,
you
yeah,
can get
Hulu.
FX through Hulu. Yeah. FX never
great
lets
show.
me down.
All I know, never go to a kid's party and drink the punch. Don't ask. Don't ask. Best performance by a female in a motion picture, Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. Best motion picture animated, The Boy and the Heron. Best performance by female actor in a motion picture, Emma Stone, Poor Things. Wow, did not expect Across the Spider-Verse to lose. I did not expect Barbie or The Color Purple to lose to Poor Things. I did not.
Poor Things. I love the director.
Poor Things was
of that
amazing.
movie. The Lobster is still one of my favorite movies. So
I don't connect with that guy in general, but I did like Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I finally loved Poor Things. I thought it was Lobster. I couldn't even finish, but I understand.
the
I know
humor,
people love it.
The subtle
I know,
humor
I'm
of
in
it.
the minority.
I'm
I'm in the minority. I couldn't. It wasn't for me. But I love Poor Things. I thought that one hit for me. But yeah, I think I still prefer Barbie. With that said, but I'm glad Poor Things for sure for in the acting category. I thought Emma Stone
Hollywood Nights
gave the
with Tony
best
Danza.
performance of the year.
Who?
No, the grass is saying Hollywood Nights. That's a movie with Tony Danza back in the day. That's a great movie, comedy. When he spiked the punch.
Tony Danza's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the
Why?
boss.
He was on a jury when I was working, and oh my god, he was so arrogant and such a piece of shit. And the worst thing was you had female officers throwing themselves at him. I was like, oh, why?
That's Tony Danza, bro.
Danza played Tony and everything.
Cheers.
He played.
And then at the end
Made
of
in
the
America.
trial, after the verdict was read, the judge he could you give this to the judge? It was his book, and the judge looked at it, wait for him to left the room, and threw it in the garbage. He was such an arrogant piece of shit C-list actor. Everybody's a
Tony
C-list, even
Maselli,
Wolverine.
man. Who's the boss?
He was a talk show host.
You want to talk to him? I remember one year I woke up. I heard
Angels in the outfield.
Jonathan.
he was in a skiing accident.
Mona.
Yep.
There was the same time. Remember when Bono freaking got his head decapitated when he was skiing, and then all of a sudden he went skiing and got hurt in a skiing accident. I think it was like in the same type of thing.
Hey,
No, we need a
there you go,
prequel.
Dom.
Not a,
A sequel series is coming to Who's the Boss.
we need a prequel of Who's the Boss.
His wife was
Well,
the
listen,
boss.
You already had Who's the Boss. You know, you had what's his
Samantha.
face? You had LL Cool J playing Marion, and when he played freaking housekeeper. And what else could they possibly do?
You could bring
Yeah,
back
and
Alyssa Milano as Sam.
We need a Growing
Yeah.
Pains
Oh,
sequel.
Harry Arms Hallowell.
Pains. Show me that smile again. Show me that smile.
Whatever. Next up, best performance by female actor in a motion picture. We got
I think you doubled the same slide.
double. It doubled? Yeah, it doubled.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Who's best with your slides
Oh
again?
boy. I don't know. Best motion picture, Four Things, blah, 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 blah. Best television drama, Succession, beating out 1923, The Crown, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, I disagree, and The Morning Show. Best screenplay motion picture, Anatomy of the Fall, beating out Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Killers of the
Anatomy of
Flower
Fall
of the
was
Moon,
really great. I
Past
could
Lives.
see.
Best director, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer.
I gotta make me want to see it.
Secession deserved best.
This is
drama.
Nolan's year. He's
Secession's
gonna
a
get
good
that
show.
Oscar.
The cinematography in Secession is unbelievable because they're
That
constantly focusing on people that aren't talking while other people are talking, and the
Yep.
way it's filmed is brilliant.
And you hate everybody on the show.
Yes.
I like those type of shows. Maybe I'll watch it now.
Every single person on the show is a horrible human being.
Like it's like the drama version of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, basically.
I'm Danza. I'm gonna romance you. You'll be lucky if you're cool, and I won't have to pants you. I so wanted for Danza to floor. Floor Bruce in the jury room. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. If I have to look down 3 feet to look in somebody's eyes, they're not flooring me. 5'1", 5'2". Get out of here. And next up, best motion picture, Oppenheimer. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, Cillian Murphy.
Killian killing it.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy, killing it.
I still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
Neither have I. Now
really
I have
hope so.
to. And this is why when people say award shows don't matter, they matter to perp. Now I'm going to see Oppenheimer because it's winning shit.
Now you gotta watch it.
It's peer pressure.
Exactly. Because then I have the opportunity. It's like, nope, you're all wrong. Should have given it to Barbie.
Yeah.
There's a band called Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Also,
Fantastic.
That's
Tony
awesome.
Danza tap dancing.
But you know, I'm not planning on watching Oppenheimer. I know how it ends, but I don't have time. 3 hours of this. No,
A film
not for me.
of quality film. You don't have 3 hours for quality film.
I already did. I watched the Batman. Thank you very much. Moving on. Please be kind. Please rewind this back. Yeah, Home Alone, 1991, IGS 9.0, Seal at 9.0, sold for $750.
Oh, that's a promo copy.
Promotional copy, yes. Not for resale. Sale or resale. Rental. It's a promo screener. Forgot to write that on there. Sorry about that.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. We have Titanic from 1998, IGS 9.0, and the seal was a 9.5. Sold for $1,500.
God. I worked at Movie Gallery when this came out, and we had
Movie.
stacks of those.
These I think this is
Boxes of those.
a double box set. Also.
Yeah, it was a double VHS. Yeah, it was huge.
How huge was it?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Nice. Godzilla versus the Sea Monster from 1966, Beckett 8.0, seal a B+, sold for $500.
I like that.
Blockbuster value price,
The sea
$9.99.
monster.
Yes, Ibora.
No more. Oh.
Hey, speaking about Godzilla, can't wait for Godzilla Kong New Empire.
Yes.
Movie
I'm looking
gallery.
forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait to Shimo friggin' freezes the Scar King and Kong destroys him, shatters him, and becomes Kong.
Kong gonna get his ass whipped.
Yo, Godzilla's gonna whip.
Well, it's carpal tunnel in the movie. What do you expect?
Well, apparently,
Ghidra's gonna show up.
no, Mothra is showing up. Mothra's
He's wearing a Nintendo Power Glove.
The
the movie. And-
Power Glove is bad.
No, it's actually he gets his hand frozen, his arm frozen from Shimo, so that's why he gets his.
Where'd
fix
you read
by,
that from?
That's part of the story. That's how he gets the glove because his arm is fucked up from being frozen.
Somebody clip that so I could.
Monarch is gonna fix it. The new guy that's gonna be in it. The guy that's gonna be going to Hollow Earth. He's a Titan veterinarian. He knows how to. He actually takes care of. He actually
The only one in the world.
Well,
Yes.
he takes care of Kong's teeth. He does all that stuff, and he's the one that made the glove for Kong.
Interesting.
So,
How long did it take them to make that glove?
I don't know. All I know is
Did he sit still for measurements?
Godzilla beats
the
the
hell?
shit out of Scar King. My man.
How do you brush
Godzilla.
King Kong's teeth?
Very carefully.
Exactly.
I mean, did they make a giant toothbrush?
Use power wash hose or something.
Should apparently
A pressure cleaner. Pressure
Godzilla
cleaner.
help. And Godzilla attacked him, and Mothra had to come in to intervene and tell Godzilla to team up.
Where are
with
you
Kong.
getting all of this?
That's going to be the movie.
He's making it up.
I'm
He's
not
making it up.
I'm making
Where'd
it
you
up.
get this from? Godzilla Theory?
Yeah,
or...
huffing some ether in the back room
You're
and
gonna
coming
get
up
the
with
new-
Godzilla
you're gonna get
scripts.
The little Kong, the little Scar King is going to be riding Shimu.
What I told you about watching Godzilla Theory and
No,
Geeks
Godzilla,
and
I'm
Kong.
telling you. Godzilla.
And how
is
does
gonna-
Mothra play into all this?
Kong is going to become the new Kong. He's going to become King Kong for Hollow Earth. That's
Where's
how-
Rodan?
I don't know where Rodan is. All I know is Mothra is in this movie.
As long as I get the twins, I'm happy.
We are not responsible for any malarkey that is coming out of Tom's mouth right now.
Shimu.
Watch him be right.
He should be right. God. I don't know. Now he's, instead of making conspiracies about Star Wars, he's doing conspiracies about the Monsterverse.
Like I say, clip it. We'll play it after Kong when he ends up being right. And then we can play it.
With his hypothermia glove.
Son
Why
of a
do you have
bitch.
to have most unflattering picture of me just sitting there?
You're gonna have to make the new intro little thing that just is this thing that just says, "Damn, Dom was right."
Damn,
Plays the
Tom was
clip.
right. Well, we can set up a photo shoot in a couple of weeks. All right, we'll get you a new headshot. The fuck. You take what I give you and you like it. All right. Pokemon, I Choose You, Pikachu from 1998. This song has the first 3 episodes of Pokemon. AGS 9.0, Sailor 9.0, so for $517.
Pikachu
their
poked it real good,
Pokemons.
huh?
I said Ghidra.
Ghidorah. Ghidra.
Ghidra.
Please.
Ghidra.
Ghidra, the three-headed monster. Ghidra.
Mecha Ghidra.
Next up,
We need Mecha Kong.
Exactly.
Beat
we
of
need that.
Chucky, the VHS screener from 2004. Sorry about that. IGS 8.5 and Sailor 8 sold for $3K.
I screwed 1983. You said 2000.
It's supposed to be 2004.
Oh, really?
4?
Yeah.
4?
2004.
You're gonna have to fire somebody on your staff there.
Yeah. Yeah.
2004.
I didn't touch the slides this week. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. That's why you're gonna be
I didn't
fighting
even-
slides.
I didn't even open them.
I'm blaming it on
Lucifer.
Cinco.
Lucifer, conspiracies going on over here. Who's playing with the screens?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I-
touch
all I
have
know,
a
all I
good
know
idea.
is Jen Tilly is a national treasure.
Yep.
Bullets over Broadway.
Now it's time for timeless films. We picked movies that will make grown men cry. First up,
Tear jerkers.
Marley and Me, released in 2008, directed by David Frankel, starring Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston.
Wow.
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 Little
Touch
Hope.
me.
Meets,
The dog movie. Enough said.
This is
Wow.
your
Yeah,
Your
we,
movie.
we saw this. Me and my ex-wife saw this in the theaters when it came out, and like everybody in the theater was sobbing, like their babies had just passed away. It was crazy. This was the saddest movie I think I've ever seen.
But they look so happy in the cover.
I
exactly.
know.
Yeah,
Looks to deceiving, yeah.
Even the dog is
Yeah.
like, I'm taking this happiness home.
What part of the
Yep.
movie actually made you cry the most?
do you want me to spoil the movie? Marley and
Dog died, right?
I think we could all
2008.
guess what happens
The
to
lack
that
of
dog.
Joe.
Jennifer Aniston nudity.
no, yeah, no, but at the end, Marley dies.
The dog explodes.
Yeah,
It
yes.
just
Comic
random
parts.
too. It just spontaneously combusts.
We got hit by a car.
That is, they're kissing.
He goes off into the woods and dies,
Falls
and
into a
it's just
deep ocean
Yeah.
chasm and
And it's
implodes.
it's just sad because the whole movie is about them growing with this dog, and he just gets old and dies.
It's kind of like Old Yellow. Old Yellow went in the
That's
back. He had to
brutal,
kill
man.
Glode.
Exceptionally
Yeah.
deceptive cover for a movie.
I don't want
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It looks so happy and
I
young.
gotta worry about my dog dying. I
You know,
don't
you would
wanna
think it was a
I wanna
rom com.
See this couple
Nope.
dog.
Well, it kind of is a rom com with a dog, but then it gets
Yeah.
really sad and dark at the end.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that cover. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get in so much trouble. Not.
Oh, he got in
he's gonna
trouble.
die.
Yeah, well, he got in the ultimate trouble.
Yes.
He died.
That poor puppy.
Crossed God.
Oh,
He had a good life though.
you
He had
said
a
The
good life.
Garden?
Crossed God.
Yes,
I've never seen this. Maybe I'll give it a watch.
but if you need to cry, watch this movie. It'll.
You know, because I do like
Well-
Owen Wilson better than Nicolas Cage, so I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah.
We got My Girl, released in 1991, directed
away
by
from
Howard
bees.
Zeef,
Not the bees. Not the
Sorry.
bees. Not the
Sorry.
eyes.
Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, Macaulay Culkin, and Anna Klumsky.
Yeah, I remember when this came out, I was in elementary school, and
What's
that
not
was
the movie?
all the rage, was everyone talking about Macaulay Culkin died in this movie. And that's all I heard, left and right. hey,
whole-
Macaulay Culkin died. Like, it was like a shock to people. You could kill a
Yeah.
kid in a movie?
Yeah, and they
That's
killed him
my
with
experience.
bees.
That's
Bees,
my
is that the
experience with my
bees?
girl.
That Dan
Everyone
Aykroyd is
died.
still acting.
He needs acid.
Yeah. This movie, this is a good movie. I saw this in the theaters when I was a kid, and it was very sad because little Thomas J. Messes with the beehive, and he found out.
You don't mess with the bees.
Nope, mess with the
Not
bee.
fun like when Winnie the Pooh does it, right?
No, there was no
can't just-
honey in that beehive.
You can't just run to the water and just hold your
Yeah.
breath.
Nope. He they
Direct
killed
the
off little
bees to
Macaulay.
Eeyore did not happen.
Everybody was crying, even Anna Klumsky. And then she wrote a little poem about him at the end, and she was reading the poem, and everybody cried again. It's it's just a sad movie.
I will say, after seeing this movie, it is a lot of fun to go with and watch Veep and see her in Veep.
Is she in Veep?
Jeez.
Yes, she's in Veep.
Really?
You
I
guys,
didn't know she acted in the last
Get
two
out of
movies.
here.
anyone
Also
see
in
the
Hannibal.
sequel? There's a My Girl.
Yeah, my
2
girl
with-
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Did a kid die in that one?
No,
How
Macaulay
awful was
Culkin comes
No.
back from the dead as a zombie.
He comes back
And
to
then
die
they're forced
again.
to kill him again.
As the beekeeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he comes
Uh.
back and then he messes with bees and then dies again. It's like, God damn it, why'd you do?
Didn't learn the first time.
He comes back to life, and then two old guys try to break into his house.
Oh,
And they win. They end up killing
His
him.
parents left him. Yeah.
oh, God. Poor kid. Next up, Lilo and Stitch, released in 2002, directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring DeVay
Oh, wow.
Chase, Chris Sanders, Tia Carrere, David Ogden Steers, Kevin McDonald, Ring Rames, Jason
I
Scott
said
Lee,
Denis
and Kevin
Villeneuve.
Michael Richardson.
I thought that was the director of Dune.
This is
Yeah.
my movie.
And Prisoners.
My favorite Disney movie.
An enemy from the director of Enemy,
No.
Lilo and Stitch.
About this movie, it was that he escaped and wound up going to, coming to Earth, and then wound up landing in Hawaii, hanging out with Jedi Johnson.
Ohana.
Nah, but you know what?
Hey, that means family,
that
bro.
Means family. And
Ohana.
that's what made me cry. Him being sad and saying that means family, and I'm all about family. When it comes to family, I always want to be, with family, events and stuff like that. And it hurts me when I can't get to an event and my family is doing something. So it's about being wanted and being there, being
Finding your people.
finding your people, finding your family.
Aw.
And
Yep.
Making a family too.
it still makes me cry because I love this movie. I think this movie is
It's a great movie.
it is great. Exactly. It's one of Disney's best. Look, Disney movies make you cry to begin with. There's a lot of Disney movies.
Tia
that make you
Carrera's
cry.
in it.
So, but
I have nieces, and let me tell you, Stitch is like the hottest thing right now for like that
Yep.
age group. Stitch is
Yep.
huge.
I love
Huge,
Stitch, man.
huge. He's probably the top. Well, my brother tells me, he's like, yeah, he has to be like the top Disney character right now that all the kids are getting.
I have all the
Comes in
comics.
waves.
I don't know if like a new show came out or something, but everyone's
New
like,
comics
can't wait.
coming out.
Next month. The comics coming out. Exactly. I'm definitely gonna get that. But yeah, so I really like this, and like I said, it gets me all the time. It gets me really close to the heart and being with about family.
that's nice.
Nice.
You like the Fast and the Furious movies too? Your name's Dom too. Do you like? You like
Yeah.
that? It's like, hey, Dom, it's about family. It's like, yeah, it is, man.
Yeah, it's all about family. Yeah.
Next up, The Notebook, released in 2004, directed by Nick Vetes,
There's some low
Ryan
Tia this
starring Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams.
I almost picked this one.
So this really is a favorite of mine. And it actually, I watched this late. I never watched it when it first came out. One day I sat down and watched it, and I fucking cried. Because-
It's a sad movie.
It's a sad movie. Anything he could do to be with his love. All the stuff that they went through, all the adversity, all the problems to be with her. And at the end, she passes away from dementia, man, and kind of dementia, and
Dementia.
dementia. I make up my own
one.
words.
Did you forget what it was called?
I know a girl named Dementia. She's a stripper.
Oh damn! It's like try to find the love of your life, man. This is he did everything he can to be with the love of his life.
I love sensitive Dom.
And so
He should have
I
left.
cried with this movie, and I still to this day I'll still watch this movie and think it's a fantastic movie. They don't really make a lot of movies like this anymore. And
Dementia.
So you didn't cry during Rogue One?
my wife goes, he harassed her. He
was a stalker. Come on.
being with her, and she finally submitted to be with her.
Just like that.
Your case style for this movie.
She understood that. But all kidding aside, I really enjoyed this flick, and like I said, I cried, and it's a timeless love story.
Sounds like how you met your wife. You harassed her.
I harassed my wife until she said yes.
You put her in your trunk.
Actually, you know what? I actually drugged my wife, so she said
Oh,
yes.
what? God.
So it's not that she said yes, she just couldn't say no.
Exactly. I went this. Do you take a video off of her? I do. I mean, when I said it, she couldn't even speak.
We do not condone drugging women and pulling a weekend at Bernie's.
And that's one to grow on.
I say yes. What is wrong with you, Dom? Next up, we got Past Lives, released in 2023, directed by Celine Song, starring Greta Lee, Teo Yo, and John Magaro.
This is a perp movie, if I've ever
Of course,
seen
it's
one.
a perp movie.
This is a perp movie, and it's a recent one too. I can't believe they.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this just come out?
Yeah, it just came out. I was absolutely floored. Okay, I wrote this stuff down. Movies are very important to me, and we're talking about tearjerkers. So
Can I read
I'm gonna
Hollywood? Let me read the top.
Oh, sure,
a
sure.
soaring, decade-spanning romance that will make you catch your breath. There you go.
All right. So Past Lives is an extremely personal story and a miracle of a movie that made me so appreciative of my partner. Past Lives is nothing short of sublime. Directed very precisely in its nuanced take on destiny and love that has a refreshingly mature ending that's simple, honest, yet explosive. If emotion was an explosion, Celine's song is the Michael Bay of emotional movies. Past Lives is Bad Boys. And the final scene is that huge explosion in the hangar, but instead of sparks and fires, it's tears. It's freaking tears. I have never been more emotionally broken, yet energized by one movie as I was with Past Lives. One of my favorites of 2023. I'm still wrestling with the fact if it's my number one or if I'm giving it to Zone of Interest. What the Raid Redemption did for action movies, this movie will do for romantic dramas or whatever you want to call this. It will retextualize the idea of what a soulmate is. I absolutely adored this movie. It absolutely blew my mind. And I was crying. I thought about it for days after I saw this movie. I loved it. This is a phenomenal movie. I was crying. I cried twice. Once in the middle, some shit happened, made me go and I hugged my girlfriend. And then at the end, I was just like the last 10 minutes, probably 20 minutes, I was an absolute wreck. This is a miracle of a movie because it's so simple too. And I even tell people, I was like, I can't imagine reading the screenplay and being like, this is a good movie. It's that simple. It's like all about the, I don't know who did this. Yeah, it is A24. I see that logo on the bottom. It was fantastic. I loved it. It's very personal. I hope none of you ever watch it. I want this movie strictly for me. It's 100% mine.
Well,
none of you can have it. Nobody watch this thing. Please.
I'm crying just hearing you talk about it.
It's too personal. Yeah, Past Lives. Love this movie.
Where's it streaming?
HBO? Is there nudity? No. No, it's a very beautiful
no
movie.
nudity. Joe's not watching.
I literally looked up. It's like, if this movie's rated R, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed because there's like a couple naughty words or whatever. But it's like, this movie needs to be seen.
Where's it streaming?
I hope as many people as possible.
It's free on Viki, whatever that is, VIKI.
Some type of
Other than that, you have to rent it.
It's really good, man. If you had one of those, like the one that got away, this movie will absolutely wreck you. But if you don't have that, this movie will just make you so appreciative of your loved one, your partner, for sure. This is a beautiful movie.
I gotta watch it. Check it out.
I know. Max just signed the exclusive deal with A24.
Yeah,
all their projects are going to be streamed on Max. Mute little movie.
And by the way, A24 often has zines that they put out for a lot of their movies as well that you can get from their website that have associated materials, and they're cool as hell. I got the one from the Talking Heads, the re-release. I got a handful of them, but there's good. There's a Iron Claw one that just came out. I think Jim Rugg does some art in it. So if you're an A24 fan and like the movies, the zines are nice companions.
I love A24.
A Ghost Story released in 2017, directed by David Lowery, starring Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, with Will Oldham, Liz Condenas, Frank, Sonia Acevedo, and Rob Zabreski.
Is that Will Oldham, the Bonnie Prince Billy Will Oldham, the musician?
I have no idea. Yeah, this is mine again. I wrote something again. All right. I love this. Is one of my favorite movies of all time. I had what would be called a spiritual experience with this movie. Okay.
Better than Crank 2?
Yeah. Well, Crank 2 had some better scenes, I'll say that. All right. So A Ghost Story is a haunting movie about what it means to be a ghost drifting through time, knowing where we as humans started and where we're going and what that means to us. I was touched by this beautiful journey, big ideas presented in small, intimate ways. is the best way I could describe it. This movie will make you think about death and what we leave behind, and it's quite haunting, but it's also quite beautiful. As I get older, I find myself getting more emotional when characters find peace rather than something sad happening. And this movie's conclusion absolutely wrecked me without me even fully comprehending what it meant. It was actually my brother that gave me a theory on the ending, and it made it all the more gorgeous for me. It's probably the most haunting movie I've ever seen without being sinister about it. While most movies dealing with death feel like they're punching you and choking out your tear ducts, a ghost story gently guided my emotions to the appropriate places. This is a masterpiece in introspective filmmaking. And for dummies, the movie has a scene where a hipster explains the theme, so it's very accessible. It's a great movie.
I wish Rooney Mara would get more work.
Brian, you said
and
that
I believe
Bonnie
Casey Affleck
William
is
P.
problematic.
Prince,
Yeah, there's a musician, like a folk music,
Yes,
Bonnie
it's-
Prince Billy.
the same one.
Okay.
Based. Yeah, there's a good score too. It's about a musician. The guy's a musician, and the whole point is that he is trying to make his masterpiece, and he ignored his girlfriend right before he dies. And then
This
it's the
case-
story of his ghost going through time. It's brilliant.
Does Casey Affleck mumble through the whole movie, or I don't understand what he's saying?
He has the sheet on him for most of the movie. He's like 20%
Oh,
of
fantastic.
the movie. You see him, and he's mostly I guess he does mumble. Hey, it worked. Worked on me. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. I think I might have put it in a timeless in another episode. But we're
Hey,
talking
see,
about
I like-
tearjerker.
I think
See, I
you, I
like
think you did.
And this movie is free on Tubi.
That's free on Tubi?
I will be
It
watching
also,
both.
I
We'll
think,
be watching
started
both
the
of these this week.
I think it started the trend of what I call the Snyder aspect ratio, if you know what I mean. I think this was the first one that did like sort of cut the atmospheric thing to make it look more picturesque.
Mhm.
And then Lighthouse did it, Snyder Cut did it. A bunch of movies are doing it now. I heard Asteroid City did it. Eternal Daughter
so
did it.
good.
All the artsy fartsy
Lighthouse.
movies are doing it now.
I
It's
love
also
Lighthouse.
streaming on Paramount Plus without
4x3.
ads.
Yeah, correct, Anthony. That's what I
Wow.
mean.
Cool.
It is a beautiful movie.
Yes. I have to check this. I have to check these last two out because I want to cry.
I need a list. Perp needs to send us a list of movies to watch.
That's what this segment's for.
But I always forget.
Take notes.
You gotta
Watch
be-
it again.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch months of our show just to see.
Yeah, rewatch. Well, they all have chapters, so you can just go right to the chapters for anyone that missed previous shows. So
Look at that.
we do work here.
Somebody does.
Yeah. Someone won. Next up, we got The Road, released in 2019,
yeah.
directed by John Hillcoat, starring
That's
Viggo
what-
Mortensen and Cody Smith McPhee.
Dude, you know what's amazing? This poster, it feels like it's slowly turning into color, but it's not. Look at
I
it.
know.
Just look at it for a while. It just feels like the color's fading in, but it doesn't.
This is
Crazy
my
good.
pick. I am a huge Cormac McCarthy fan. Rest in peace. Everything he writes is brilliant and brutal and guttural in a way that nobody else can write. This movie is the same way. Both of the movies I chose have a very similar theme. As a father, this one is quite a tearjerker. But the story of a man doing everything it takes to get his son to safety, and this is by far my favorite post-apocalyptic movie of all time because it feels the realest. It evokes more emotion than any other type of post-apocalyptic style movie. It's in the end, it's still a movie about a father and a son, and it's a jerker. It gets you at the end. It'll get you. It's a winner.
I've never seen this.
Never seen The
I've seen
Road.
it. I love it.
That's
No.
good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
This is an underrated director. This guy, he did on my favorite Western of all time, The Proposition, right before this one. It's fantastic. And his new movie is that one that writer you mentioned, McCormack.
Cormac McCarthy.
McCarthy. Yeah, he's doing the new adaptation of I forget what the book is called, but it has the character of the judge.
Blood
which is
Meridian?
one- Yeah, Blood Meridian. He's doing an adaptation of that now. That's being
which is
worked on.
a book that people have been saying for
Yes.
years and years cannot be made into a movie. So I'm
They
excited.
said that his most terrifying character ever, called the Judge, is in it.
Yes, he is. It is
Yeah.
one of the most brutal, disturbing books.
Yeah, this wasn't
I'm
my
excited.
pick, Lord for Brooklyn. Catch up, bro.
So
The
Road is a
Road of
jerk.
the Jerk is creepy, Joe.
It definitely is. It definitely is a tearjerker. As I mean, both of my movies have very similar themes, in one way or another. But as a father,
Well, what's the other
this movie got me.
The other movie is Roads of Perdition,
Oh.
released in 2002, directed by Sam Mendes, starring Tom Hanks, Jude Law, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Stanley Tucci, Daniel Craig, Tyler Hoechlin. Really? He was in this. He's Superman. And Paul Newman. I believe this was Paul Newman's last
Yep.
movie he made.
Way to go.
It's also Tom Hanks' best movie he ever made. It's
He went on to
again.
make salad dressing.
It's a story of a man protecting his son and trying to get his son to safety. Everybody cast in this movie is phenomenal, from Stanley Tucci as Frank Nitti to Jude Law as the creepiest assassin ever, to Daniel Craig as an absolute piece of shit. It's great. And Paul Newman, I'm not going to say it's Paul Newman's best role ever, as his Irish accent has a little bit to be desired, but it's still a great role. And like I said, Tom Hanks, this to me, hands down, is his best role ever. It's very subtle, but fantastic. And again, at the end, it is a tearjerker.
I think Alfred Hitchcock once said one of the things that made his movies successful were that he would film love scenes like they were death scenes and film death scenes like they were love scenes. And I think this movie perfectly illustrates that sort of mind frame in the Paul Newman's death, and how that was done with the slow motion, the music, the acting. It was like really, really beautiful scene.
Even Hanks at the end, it was it's a beautifully shot.
Yeah, it's
film.
a visually gorgeous movie. Probably
Yeah.
my favorite of this type of time period mobster stuff.
And
The lighting, the silhouettes, and all that.
It feels like that time period. It doesn't feel forced in terms of sometimes those sets and stuff like that. It just feels forced. This doesn't feel forced because they don't try to make it too big set wise and stuff like that. They're not in huge cities all the time or anything. It's all, it's kind of small scale, houses here, buildings here, a little apartment here, and it feels like the time period. It's a great movie.
Huh. I did not know this until Degrassi pointed out. Road to Perdition is a series of fictional works written by Max Allan Collins, the comic book of the original series, with art by Richard Pierce. Rainer was published by DC Comics imprint Paradox Press.
Yeah,
Yep.
I heard
1998.
I heard the comic was originally envisioned, like I think I heard an interview with the writer or an illustrator said that it was envisioned, like they always pictured a movie version like John Woo, and that they never imagined it would be something like this, like almost like something worthy of an Oscar and stuff. They saw it more of like an action schlocky John
I
Woo
love
thing.
when kids are in danger. Joe. Gee, Joe, come on, man.
You asked for tear jerkers. As a father, it's a touching story. Both.
Degrassi, Max Allan Collins is a modern crime fiction genius. I love his Dick stuff. I mean, Dick Tracy stuff.
This is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's free out there somewhere. It's definitely worth watching.
Nice. We're streaming for anybody that wants to watch it. It's streaming on.
It's on Pluto, Hulu, Paramount Plus,
Yeah. Pluto TV.
Amazon Prime, but you have subscription.
You have to rent it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still Pluto. Only place is free. You can stomach ads. All right. Next up, We have The Color Purple, released in 1985, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Whoopi Goldberg, Danny Glover, Oprah Winfrey, Margaret Avery, and Adolf Caesar. This is by far one of my favorite movies, not just because of how well this movie was made, but it reminds me of my parents, how many times we watched this movie together. Both my parents passed away early in the 2000s. Every time I see this movie, I tear up. There are 3 scenes in this movie that really get me. There's the scene where you find out that she was pregnant by her stepfather at like 12 or 13, had 2 kids. There's another scene where Shug Avery is leading all the sinners to the church singing. And probably my scene gets me every time is when she's reunited with her sister at the end, and they start doing their clapping game they did as kids. This movie is so deep, and it's just imagine that this stuff really happened.
The scene that's really sad,
It's insane.
He was trying to get rid of his daughter.
Oh,
And
well,
the scene that's when she was crying, he's trying to get rid of
yeah,
her.
he's
That
throwing
was-
rocks at her.
Oh, like crazy.
Oh, that was oof. This is one of those movies that
You see,
Dude,
and that's why
oh.
this was such a masterpiece movie that was done. Then they do a remake and then another remake on top of that. It's like, this should be the definitive movie, and that's it. After this, they shouldn't even make a remake. This is the type of movie that shouldn't be remade.
Well, it's not really a remake. The musical was a reinterpretation of the book, and
Yeah.
the current movie is a adaptation of the musical from Broadway play. So it's not really a remake. Who's dropping one out?
My wife's father sits down and watches this all the time.
I love
the
this movie.
the clapping scene when they go into the church and they.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the movie. Oh yeah, when Oprah went to jail, that was she slapped fucked the shit out the bear. I had what, 10 years in jail? I think this was Whoopi Goldberg's breakout movie.
Yeah, because when you seen Whoopi Goldberg, she was like doing the stand-up comedy and stuff like that. That she would play the surfer girl, the way she used to, the California girl, and then seeing her do a dramatic movie like this kind of give you a different perspective on her. You know what I'm saying? At the end,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping Jack Flash. What was the other ones?
Cadillac one. I forget which one.
Was it Sister Nun?
Sister Act 1 and 2.
Sister Nun. Sister Act 1 and 2.
Sister Nun.
Everyone hates. I've been hearing a lot of hate for her performance in Ghost. I still loved it. I love Ghost.
She was great.
I loved
Next
her in
Generation.
Ghost.
Yeah, Guinan. She was great. That's
Next Generation.
Guinan. Loved all the Trekkies. Yay. And next and final movie of the night, Room, released in 2015, directed by Lenny Abramson, starring Brie Larson, Joan Allen, Sean Bridgers, Tom McCamus, and William H. Macy. I know I picked this. Me and Perk picked this 3 weeks ago.
You picked this one
Whatever.
time before in another segment that we
Yeah,
had.
Yeah, I picked this. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
this.
Perk
Perfect
picked
ones,
it. Yeah, I just saw this recently. I don't know why I've never seen this before, but this movie the writing was just amazing. It's the story was great. Queen Brie, it's just there's no words.
You
to
could see why
describe
she
it.
earned her title with this one for sure.
Yes. And the scene that really got me crying is when her son is just like he's in the truck and he's seeing the world for the first time, and it's just like he didn't know if he wanted to stay in the truck or jump out, or it was just like that. And I was like, wow. Or when they're finally at a dinner table and her father refuses to look at the child of a rapist. And I felt so bad for Brie and her whole journey of mentally staying strong for her son, and then finally breaking down at the end, and just she couldn't take it anymore. This is one movie you should see if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I
I
need to
think
watch this.
the scene that got me was the cutting of the hair. Like, and that's usually it's so
Oh, yeah.
bizarre how
Oh, hi, Mark.
and this happened with past lives too, how small, intimate little things that you would think mean nothing, like these movies present them and they set things up so that stuff like, you know, in past lives, it was two characters holding onto one pole in the subway means so much. And then for this one, it's like the cutting of a hair is like a very emotional moment. It's well earned and it's beautiful. Yeah, I love this movie too.
Yeah, her mother was so understanding in this movie, and the only thing I wish they would have they maybe would have did a after she's she's rescued or whatever, like maybe a short little trial of him getting sentenced to something, showing his being punished for his actions. That's the only thing I have to criticize about this. But besides this was a perfect movie.
I like they ended up.
Lord of Brooklyn, real tearjerker, the Wild Bunch.
Yeah,
Man,
Anyway,
real tearjerker's Predator.
Yeah.
we're talking about
With
tears,
Butch
but-
died.
Hey, you see Brie Larson's nipples. Oh my God, come on, man.
What was that, dog?
Hey, wait, look.
Geez, don't highlight, don't encourage him.
Yeah. Some good flicks, man.
Some
I
good
got
picks.
catch you
Good
up
picks
to this.
tonight. Some homework to do. If you missed out on anybody's picks, just watch on the replay. You know who you are. You have any recommendations of what type of movies you want to see us pick next week? Put them in the chat or put them in the comments after the show. We will consider it. If you want Perp to come back, just raise your hand.
We always want Perp to come back.
I'm trying to raise my hand, but I can't. Sorry.
I know you have baby hands.
got
Where's
baby
baby
hands.
hands?
Little dinosaur.
What would be
But,
an interesting genre or type of movie?
South Korean noir thrillers.
Then a lot of people got to do homework, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of
Let's make it
homework.
easy on them.
Perp probably has a list of those. He can.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, we can do some 80 flicks like Cage
West-
Fury or Slave Girls from Beyond
Oh
Infinity.
God, I love me some Cage Fury.
Westerns.
Hey, Westerns, yeah. I'm all for Westerns.
Yeah, there's enough weirdo westerns I could bring out.
Yeah.
How about
Sci-fi.
80s cartoon flicks we could do?
80s cartoons. No, then I have to do homework. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Secret of
I tried watching the
Secret of Nim.
Transformers animated ones. just
Hey,
like,
that's
not
my
the same
pick.
for
All
me.
right, buddy.
Watership Down.
Brave Star.
Oh yeah, animal movies.
GoBots.
That's like the tearjerker ones though. A lot of them make you cry.
Centurions. Inhumanoids.
Silverhawks. But thank you everyone for showing up. What was that? You had something to say?
They're like dad movies. Best dad. Everyone
Oh,
brings their favorite dads in movies.
I like that.
Ghost Dad.
Whether it's like Taken or First Dad. Yeah.
Degrassi would say 90s indies comedies. Oh, we could do wait, Ghost Dads. There's only what 3 or 4. We have to. And somebody will have to pick a Bill Cosby movie then. Ooh. Maybe we'll do family friendly movies from the 90s.
Ooh. You can't go higher than a PG rating.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's
No
tough.
No PG-13s. Get those out of there. Get those teen comedies out of here.
Yeah,
That's
no
tough.
teen comedies.
Sorry,
So-
Empire Records. You're out of here.
Oh, you bastard. That was Red's pick. Maybe
I
our
picked
first
that once.
our first
Suck
Yep.
at the
timeless
craft.
probably. Damn it. So many
I'd
good
pick the
movies.
stupids. Remember the stupids?
So next week will be family-friendly movies from the 90s. Anything PG
90s,
and below.
damn, dude.
All right.
That has to be tough.
That's like,
2000.
we're gonna get a
any
Prehistoria.
any period, I guess.
Remote. Remember that movie Remote? All the Home Alone knockoffs.
Yep.
Okay.
Remote.
Hi, I'm Johnny Five. All right. So
Remote
please hit that
control.
like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching on the replay, please put any movie genre or anything you want to suggest we talk about or pick. So have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next Monday on Monday Madness.
Monday Madness.
Monday Madness. Or
Yes.
Monday Madness for me. Ooh.